Hey all. Okay, so this chapter felt like the make or break turning point of the arc, where if the Straw Hats truly hope to end this, then this is the moment. Like here and now, like especially Zoro and Sanji, they need to step up and bury both Summers and Killingham so far into the dirt that they can't get back up again. Because if they can't, then the kids are lost and Elbaph along with them. So for me, if there's ever a point for basically these two to tap into some latent strength or anything necessary in order to give them a power boost, like in order to give them enough of a boost to in order to knock both Killingham and Somers out, now would be the time to do so. And not just because Sanji is already severely banged up, so for him he only gets one shot at this, but also because now more than ever, Sanji and Zoro kind of need to show their capability to be the right and left wings that'll carry Luffy to the end of the Grand Line. Like, they kind of show that they do have the skill in Wano, but as this whole arc has shown, skill alone won't be enough unless you're able to more consistently meet the moment head on. This is where they need to prove that. In saying that, the one thing I absolutely love about this chapter is seeing Zoro essentially taking the lead in assessing the strengths of Imu and the God Knights and trying to consider a way to counter their abilities. Like, it's one of those moments where we have seen, like, bits and pieces of moments like that with Zoro before, but it's also really nice in a moment here where it's down to the wire, where it feels extra rewarding to see him step up to the plate and saying, we either succeed here or it's all over. And on the flip side of that, for as much as I hate his guts, I do kind of like the acknowledgement from Somers that even for them, this is like a last-ditch effort, so it's all or nothing for both sides really now. Uh, with that said, this chapter also brought attention to a rather interesting idea, which is the mystery behind Biblio and how we find out he had brought all the books to like a secret room. Of course, Saul brings up how the owl kind of perplexes him, as he says, and has him wondering just who Biblio is. Although knowing what we know about characters like Zunisha and Emmett, I wouldn't be shocked if Biblio is in that same category, a follower of Joy Boy whose soul has been trapped in another body, so to speak. In Biblio's case, that of an owl. O- only a theory, but the stars are aligning when you look at the track record of characters we've met in this current era who know of Joy Boy from the old era. The question now, though, is what purpose he serves in the current era, because if we're going but just by the name alone, I think he's very much a protector of lore and knowledge, like the traditional legend of what kind of the owl of the library kind of thing. But the question is, what kind of knowledge is he protecting? What does he know is the question right now, because if we're lucky, it might be a weakness to help defeat Emu, or at least that's my hope, because frankly, even though it'll feel great to have come out of this saving Elbaph, it would feel even better if we could walk away from with a way to defeat Emu outside of relying on him wearing himself out. Like walking out of this knowing how to defeat Emu would be just as much of a boon as it would be just like, oh, we saved Elbaph kind of thing. Now, in saying that, one of the funniest moments of this chapter for me, hell, maybe the entire series, is seeing Emu having a serious fucking conversation with Ragnar in its squirrel form. Like that, I know it's supposed to be kind of treated as a serious conversation of two people who know each other meeting again, especially considering all the lore dumps and whatnot of the Void Century, but this whole situation in itself was just peak One Piece tonal absurdity. Like, it was, it's like it is truly. It's in a single moment. This was the funniest moment of the series for me. I had so much trouble trying to hold a straight face while watching that whole scene unfold. It was just too funny. Although, I guess being as serious as I can for a moment, the fact that and Emu kind like know each other also kind of supports my other theory about Biblio being another follower. But yeah, that was just kind of a beautiful bit of comedy that made me say, yeah, intentional or not, that was Emu talking with a squirrel. Hilarious shit, like just absolutely nonstop hilarity for me. Um, and of course there are a few other funny bits as well. I will say I do like the moment of seeing Gerd kind of like actually like praising Roto and feeling like he has a and actually kind of giving him kind of some recognition and whatnot. Even if Roto himself kind of undercuts it by going on one of his weird little side things or what like going on his weird little side going on his weird little like overreaction and whatnot. Like, yeah, it's a funny moment, but Roto, you kind of messed it up. Like, kind of messed up the kind of messed up the moment. My gosh, she was giving a compliment and then goes back to kind of like, yeah, you're weirdo. I forgot. So yeah, but. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe if you want Blue Sky, analyst control, push notification bell, subscribe button, and just share it around, guys. Dark Knight, everyone, signing off. Later, everyone.